pride, they say, goes before a fall. So videos have emerged of how Nyesom Wike actually came to that building site where he harassed the naval officer. As a matter of fact, he actually came, with pomp and pageantry, and obviously in his mind, he had thought that coming with such overwhelming force, he will be able to, if you may, intimidate the officer in question, or who may have been deployed to secure the site. I'd like you to watch this video and see how it all began and how it escalated into what it has become now.
He's still not a general officer now. He's not serving. Even if he's serving in government, this is government property. Show me the document you have. You have no document. Hey, bring the document. Excuse me. I'm the minister. You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me that. We cannot continue to add in this impurity. Where's approval even to build? You cannot continue this way. This country cannot continue along this line. How can that man at his level, even if he has a problem, he cannot reach me and look, I'm sorry. So what I have? You will send soldiers to intimidate who? We are all from this country. And this is government. You cannot be higher than any government. You cannot be carrying gun to intimidate people to not to do their work. Let me tell you, if God got a chief of defense staff who spoke to me now, he could have killed everybody here. No problem. I'm not one of those that they can intimidate. I do my job.
They are not intimidating anybody.
That's what they do.
The civilian, the engineer mobilized to site, and then staff or workers of FCDA look at to intimidate them.
No, listen now. That's the problem.
The Admiral gets
so you cannot do further against government.
Because the papers are complete and he said some.
Are you the one? Listen, you know the problem you have. Are you the one that will say, paper? Show me that you are one. First of all, show me that government gave you this place. 2, show me that you have an approval to build what you are building. It has nothing to do with I'm a vice admiral, I'm a lieutenant general. That is not it. We must work according to law. We must work according to law. And for you, no, you don't tell like this. Don't tell like this. If the vice admiral has a problem, so why I came was this intimidation. Okay, sir. Okay, but the point I'm making is that we can't continue to work with the other person. You cannot continue to work illegal. You are not the one to say we have documents. You are not the one. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm an officer, take to order.
So what? You had a who than me.
I'm an officer, take to order.
To order that you tell you have a
Mr. General.
Okay.
I can't say no.
Okay. You can never develop this property. I will not allow it.
No problem, sir.
You have
I'm only acting on my
if
order.
you want to kill everybody, kill everybody.
We will not kill
You cannot.
We will not. We will not kill anybody.
You put yourself in trouble.
We will not.
My friend, you see the
you cannot do
because what you are doing now, because you are outside, you go and carry somebody's land. Because you are officer. Nobody does that.
We did not carry anybody.
The man took land, we will not allow because he was chief of numbers and then you to carry land.
Sir, everything was legal.
Will you stop that?
You
Will you stop that?
I'm an officer, I have integrity.
Shut up your mouth, don't
Sir, not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir,
I was in school, you're going to see school.
Sir, you can't shut
Will you
me
keep
up.
quiet? Then you're a big fool.
I'm not
You're a big fool.
I'm not a fool,
You can
sir.
shoot anybody like that.
Sir, I'm not a fool.
Who are you?
I am not a fool, sir.
As at the time I graduated, you were primary school.
I'm acting on orders.
For which order?
Call me a fool.
You see what you love this here.
Sir, you can't call me a fool.
Go and develop your
I'm an
mind.
officer. I'm not a fool, sir.
Don't
I'm
hell
an
with
officer.
you, so corrupt. No, you would have killed everybody here.
No, we are not killing anybody. We won't kill anybody. We are acting on orders.
What a shame. So you came to overwhelm the same way you have been intimidating ordinary Nigerians, the same way you have been bullying ordinary Nigerians, bullying fellow politicians, bullying ordinary people taking their lands. It was in that same manner that you came, with so much power, only to be humbled, only to be met with a force higher than your own force, more superior than your own force. People like Nyesom Wike are the very definition of all of what is wrong with Nigeria. Just watching, the TV not too long ago, I heard the president, admonishing Nigerian youth to speak well of the country, paint the country's image, right, internationally and all that. Apparently, Nigerian leaders, current leaders, they live in a bubble, or perhaps they live in a world of their own, oblivious to the reality, to the very smell, beneath their own nose. When their very action, their very behavior is the exact thing that tarnishes and demarcates Nigeria across the entire world. I mean, one should ask the president, the currently trending video of his minister for the FCT and the comments, that have been trailing that video. Does he understand how much damage that has done to the image of Nigeria, both in Africa and beyond? Can he quantify the reputational damage Nigeria has suffered by the very rascally behavior of one of his ministers that ought to have been sacked, by now? It only tells the fact that those who govern Nigeria are cut off from reality. They care less. Most of what they say it for the camera. Most of what they say it, for the props. They just say it for the headlines. They just say it to sound politically correct. In the heart of their hearts, they know how much they are the main problem. Remove the leaders from the picture, Nigeria wouldn't be where she is today. Nigeria would be flying high, blazing the trail. But these leaders are the clog in the wheel of Nigeria's progress. The title of this video is Nyesom Wike should realize that pride goes before a fall. And obviously, he won't be the first to be a minister, under Nigeria's democratic journey. And even before, this latest round of democracy, there's been ministers. And we all know how people like him, or people who behave like him in the time past, how they all ended. We only wish that, you know, Nigeria will get our acts together. Nigeria should not be in this situation. These are not the kind of men that ought to be in charge of the reins of power in Nigeria. And I think, like I said in my last video, again, this, ought to have opened the eyes of Nigerian youths to the fact that all cards are on the table. Everything is possible. I mean, you can imagine if that naval officer, Lieutenant Yerima, had simply cowed in and, continued to genuflect to you, Nyesom Wike, the story would have been different. I mean, Wike would have left that place with his shoulder high, left that place boasting the more and threatening to even do worse things. But he only took an officer to stand his ground and to be able to show that he understands his worth as a Nigerian. And that has made, all of the difference. It is sad. It is sad. Men like Nyesom Wike, they are the tragedy that Nigeria has become at this time. I'll see you in my next video.